Hi, Dr. Olushola Ajide here. Today I will be talking to us about how to deal with overwhelm. Now, in the PhD program, quite a lot of issues bother us. And one of the things that bother us is actually the fear of, are you going to finish the program or not? And that alone, brings a lot of stress onto you as a person. But added to that, actually, is when you look at the quantum of work that need to be produced, the amount of, number of words you need to write for your thesis, you could get actually stuck that you don't know. It's more like the elephant is so big, you don't know how do you eat this particular elephant. And from my own practical experience during my PhD program, actually quite a lot of time I was really overwhelmed. There were quite a lot of times in which I actually feared that would I actually finish this program. But how was I able to deal with this very challenging situation which every PhD student face? Now, overwhelm, of course you know that overwhelm actually is not only in the PhD process. Life itself, you could be overwhelmed by any particular daunting issue or area of life. But particularly specifically for the PhD program and how I have dealt with it, is this. Number one, you need to recognize that overwhelm, oftentimes, when you're looking at the daunting nature of what the task ahead of you of producing the thesis and how it's going to be, is often because you bring the future into today. You should remember that for every person, number one, you need to recognize and know yourself. You need to know if you are an early riser or if you are a late riser. I believe importantly, this fact is important. If you know that you are an early riser, so therefore you schedule most of what you do and all your writings and everything you work to early hours of the day. And if you are a late riser, you put and schedule most of what you do to late part of the day. If you do that, number one, this first thing I'm mentioning, you would discover that significantly you would have been able to find a solution to how to deal with overwhelm. Number two, about dealing with overwhelm is the fact that every person has this, life is into three particular parts: your past, your present, which is today, and your future. And oftentimes when you have overwhelm is the fact that we bring the future into today. And when you bring the future into today, what do I mean by bringing the future into today is, how would the viva be? Would I finish this program? Would I be able to succeed? Would I be able to defend my viva? Or maybe you hear of a particular PhD student that failed you, would I not fail also? Now, those are issues that have to do with the future. And once you bring those issues to today, it will cripple you. It will make you stuck. It will make you not to know how to go ahead. So what's the solution? Deal with today for today. What does that mean? Focus at the task at hand. Focus at the fact that for you to do and get your PhD program, you need to focus at the task at hand. Now, when you look at the quantum of work to be done, a good way to do this is to structure your work and focus. If it's going to be the methodology, focus on a particular section. Don't look at the big task. Focus on the minute detail. Structure your work out and just focus on a section. Don't be bothered about the entire research, the entire project from the start to the finish. Just focus on that particular section. And when you focus on that particular section, you would observe that you would have been able to move from point A to point B. And when you move from point A to point B, you will be progressing. Your work, you will not be overwhelmed, like looking at the big picture, looking at the entire research which you are focusing on. I believe strongly that this is very crucial. Number 3, how do you deal with overwhelm? I think you need to actually also learn to prioritize. And I must confess that was one of the challenges I had. You must be able to prioritize what is important for you to do now. During the PhD program, quite a lot of things will come up, but you must be able to focus and know what is most important. Focusing, not majoring in, not be like some people that minor in the major and the major in the minor. Make sure you are majoring in the major issues. There are any other thing that comes your way that does not add to the objective of helping you to push ahead on your PhD program should be cut off. So prioritizing is very, very important, and draw the boundary, draw the line that you will not spend your time on anything that will not add up to finishing your PhD program, particularly your writing is very, very important. Now, the 4th thing and suggestion I would give to dealing with overwhelm is get an accountability partner. Get someone that will hold you accountable, someone that will be asking of the milestones which you've set for yourself, and to know how you are going and dealing and meeting with those milestones, and to know that actually you are writing and you are progressing. It's very important that you get an accountability partner. It will help you get unstuck and help you to solve the problem of overwhelm. I believe strongly that if you take these key steps, it will help you significantly to move your projects, to move ahead in the research program, and to be able to help you to make sure that you are delivering and meeting your deliverables. And I trust that as I see you again in the next video, that will come up with tips that will help you to advance and to progress in your PhD journey. Thank you.